Hi there, my name is Royalite, and today we're going to be sketching polynomials. Let's get started. Okay, so our first example is x plus 1, x minus 1 to the power of 3, x minus 3 to the power of 2. That will be our equation. Now then, the information that we get from this are all from the ones and the powers. Okay, so the plus 1, minus 3, that stuff is where we get the roots from. So plus 1 will be a root, minus 1 will be a root, and minus 3 will be a root. Now the way these roots are determined, that plus 1 will turn into a negative 1, which means whenever it crosses the x-axis, it will be on the negative 1 side. Since it is a negative 1 for the second one, it'll cross it on the plus 1 side of the x-axis. Okay? Now, the way we determine whether or not these things cross the x-axis in a certain way is by looking at the powers. If it is a 1, which would mean it has absolutely no power shown next to it, it'll cross it linearly, which is normal. Now then, if it's a cubic, then it will have an odd number next to it other than 1, like 3 or 5 or 7. It will do a little curve and then get right back to going linear as it crosses. If it's quadratic, then it will be any even number, and it will just go ahead and bounce off and do like a little U-turn. Now the end behavior is determined by the powers and whether or not the equation is negative or positive. In this case, the equation is positive. And whenever you add up all of the powers, it will combine up to 6, which would make it even, meaning that it will start going down and then end by going up. And you'll see what I mean by that later. Now though, if it is, say, positive and an odd, then it would start going up and end by going up as well. And then if it's a negative and it's even, then it will start going up and end going down. And if it's a negative odd, then it will start by going down and ending down. Okay, now on to example 2. Now this one adds something a little bit new to it. So the second example will be negative x minus 6 to the power of 2, x minus 1. Now, since the first one is just x by itself, that root will be 0, and the power for it will be 1. And the equation is negative, and the other powers added together are all even, so it will start going up and then going down, and it will be written like this for the end behavior. Now, since 0 will be linear because its power is 1, 6 will be quadratic because its power is 2, and 1 will be linear because its power is 1. Okay, now on to example 3. This one has 4 roots to it, okay? And it will be positive x plus 2 to the power of 3, x minus 2 to the power of 1, x minus 4 to the power of 2. Now, whenever you add these all up, they will be 7. So the end behavior will be going up and then just continuing to go up, okay? And the end behavior will be written like this. Now, this is a little bit of a weird one. It's the longest one we've done yet. So the 0 will be linear because it's only to the power of 1. The negative 2 will be cubic, which means it will curve like an L. 2 will be linear because its power is 1. And then 4 will be quadratic, which means it'll bounce. And this graph is how it should look at the end. If you get this and you got it pretty easily, then you're all set to go.